Alrighty, what's up everyone? So hopefully the audio is good here. I'm just gonna go into it. I just saw a movie called Five Fingers of Death. It's a martial arts movie by Chao Xinghua, I think is the guy's name. Sorry if I'm misremembering that. I literally looked at it before I started the video, but then I'm blanking on it now. It's a kung fu movie. I'm pretty sure Shaw Brothers distributed. I'm not sure. The way I found it was I was on Amazon. I just typed Shaw Brothers movie, and I clicked on it because the poster looked interesting. Now the poster said the hand of death or something. It didn't say Five Fingers of Death. And actually, I found out after finishing the movie, that's a poster for a horror movie. And it's not even a kung fu movie. It came out in 1967. It was a 1967 horror movie. I wanted to watch that film. I ended up watching this kung fu movie on accident. And overall, I found the film to be kind of boring, but it had some very good action. I enjoyed quite a few scenes. I don't really want to spoil anything here, but I'm just going to give a minor spoiler on one thing in a fight I liked. There was some things that reminded me of Kill Bill, is all I'm going to say. And I think that Kill Bill took some things from this movie, if I had to guess. Because I know Kill Bill was very inspired by Lady Snowblood and a couple of other films. The other films besides Lady Snowblood, I'm not super sure which ones they are. But I think this is it, because that noise that you hear in Kill Bill, you know, when they're like staring down each other, that was in this movie. And I don't know if that's like a thing in kung fu movies that is like common, but I heard it in this one, and it's the first time it stood out in my mind hearing it. Although maybe I've heard it before in the past and I just am not remembering. And there was also one thing that's also in Kill Bill that happens in the movie during a fight. So, I think that maybe Tarantino got some ideas from this movie. Overall, it's an okay movie, but I had some issues with it, which I'm going to go into here. This will spoil some stuff from the plot. I'm going to try to keep it vague and not spoil too much. So, first off, there is a female character. She's completely useless. She also comments how, because she's a woman, she's weaker than a man, which is just not great, not very empowering, very sexist. I wasn't a fan of that part of the movie. Between the fights, it's kind of boring. There's not, there's stuff going on, but I didn't find it to be the most interesting stuff. Probably midway through the film is probably where I felt like it peaked for me. The film also has a tournament, but we hardly see any matches. We only see really a few, and they're very quick. Besides the final match, which is really all they showed. The ending felt like it was tacked on. It didn't feel like it needed to be there. I felt like it could have just ended after the tournament and been fine. But we get a whole extra 10 minutes that really I didn't enjoy. It also was very dark during this section and kind of hard to tell what was going on at times. The film does have some gore, which is great, but I feel like it could have used more. I feel like it was a little held back by the lack of gore in certain parts. And maybe that's just a me thing. I know it's a kung fu movie, so they're not stabbing each other, they're just karate chopping. But I like it when the guys are spitting blood and stuff, and they get bashed into walls and blood's all over their face and stuff. I feel like that looks cool. So I took a little bit of issue with that. And overall, I'd say the film is kind of mid. That's what I'd say. But I still liked it. I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd. If you know me on Letterboxd, I only do half a star or 5 stars. Just so you see if I like it or didn't like it. And there are other times where it's in the middle. But I just try to be very decisive and say, did I like it more than I hated it? And overall with this movie, I did like it more than I hated it. But I think it would have been better if they cut it up a bit. It's an hour and like 49 minutes. It really overstays its welcome. And if it had a quicker pace, I think the film would work a lot better. Show more fighting, less of the talking scenes and the in-between stuff, and just characters staring at each other. That stuff really didn't do much for me. But yeah, overall, I like the film. It's called Five Fingers of Death. And I wouldn't say you have to go out and watch it. It's not that it's not worth watching, but also there's just other things you could be watching that are probably better kung fu movies. There's definitely ones I like more. And this, I just want to say too, unrelated to this review, this is the first time I'm reviewing a film on this channel. I'm going to start putting up film reviews mixed with these film rambles, because I want to start doing film rambles every Friday. But I recognize that, like, there's only so much you can talk about when it comes to, like, the technical side of filmmaking and, like, my opinions on filmmaking and opinions on art and stuff. I really only can say so much. And I know I'm eventually going to run out of stuff to say, so I want to be able to space it out more. And these do count as a filmmaking ramble, or, you know, I guess it's just film rambles. I didn't call it filmmaking rambles. But yeah, that's what it's going to be from now on Fridays. You're going to see these kinds of videos where it's just unscripted, me talking to a camera. I'm also going to start posting singing videos on Saturdays and monster movies every Monday. I want to get on more of a schedule, because I'm realizing, like, I just kind of post whenever, and I don't put much thought into it, but, like, some days I put up, like, 4 videos, and that's kind of overwhelming for people, right? Like, if you get, like, 4 videos recommended to you in a day, I don't know if you'd want to watch them all, and I don't even know if YouTube would show them all. Not that that's super important to me, but, it is somewhat important, because I know people want to see it at the end of the day, and I'm not trying to hide my videos. So, yeah, I gotta just pace it out, you know? Because it's just something I'm realizing, like, people are gonna miss out on videos that maybe they want to see it, but they don't get recommended it, and they're not, like, clicking on my channel to see, like, oh, there was 3 other videos uploaded this day. So yeah, that's why I'm changing the schedule up. I think it's going to overall be a better experience for the people watching, and it's going to give me more peace of mind, because I always am, like, wondering, when do I upload this? I don't know. So yeah, and they're going to be up at either 5 or 6 a.m. PST. I haven't worked out which, but I think I like the 5 a.m. one more. Although I don't know if 6 a.m. is better for people. I figured 5 a.m. because that's 8 on EST. If people have work and stuff, they still kind of maybe have time before work to see it. And, yeah, I might even do 4 PST, just so it's 7 EST. And that would definitely give enough time for someone to watch these if they wanted to do it before work. Or just at least see that it's up. With 8 EST, at least they see it's up, they know it's there, can watch it later. So yeah, that's the new plan going forward. I hope you enjoyed this style of video. And yeah, because it's new, I haven't done a review before, like I said. Anyways, if you have movies you want me to review, you can comment them. I'll try to watch them. I'm going to try to mainly do just whatever I'm watching, really, but mainly I want to review, like, folk films. For anyone who doesn't know, there's the folk filmmaking movement on YouTube. I'm a part of that. I've been very inspired by it. I already talked about it. You know, if you go to Dan Lotz's channel, you can learn more. It's $5 Film School. It's the name of the channel. And he's got some great videos on it. He's got a whole playlist of folk films if you want to check any of them out. I've got a ton I could recommend. But yeah, I wanna get around to reviewing them, and ideally I watch the movie and then I just record my thoughts right after. And I watched the movie at around 5 a.m. No, I started at like I started the movie at like 12, but I paused it in the middle, and I started it again later because I was kind of needing a break from it. I was getting really bored, and I was like, all right, I gotta just play Marvel Snap and come back to this. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the movie. I did watch the entire thing. I did not skip through it or anything. I don't skip through movies. I either watch it or I don't. Yeah. See ya.